What's going on, everyone? This is Austin Doctor, and welcome back to another Anime Sunday. This is actually it's gonna be an interesting episode, but first things first. Let's start off with Ryo's work is never done. So we see Meiji and Yachi in Hawaii for his first two matches, per se, for his casual matches that he has to do for his title, and I tried to make a move on Yachi in his room, kind of hinting like, I want you to be alone with me. I thought it was a bit adorable, but Yachi shuts her down completely, and he finds out that it's Ai's 10th birthday, and he kind of, gives her a good celebration, which the group gives her like a cake, which has a riddle on it for shogi, and she solves it extremely quickly, and it was kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. Then after that, we go towards like the nighttime. Yachi and Ginkgo actually go for a walk together, and Yachi kind of was looking at Ginkgo in a, the weird way, actually, finally, and Ginkgo tries to kiss Yachi, but Yachi kind of takes it as, she was trying to tease him, and it kind of felt bad, and Yachi loses his 3 matches in a row, and it kind of, honestly, it was painful to watch, and I didn't really like the episode. I'm going to be completely real. It was pretty bad, and especially that he kind of put his stress and his anger out on Ai, and she kind of lost her match because of that, and Ai, towards the end of the episode, has a panic attack, and I'm just like, okay, I don't really care for it, Yachi as much anymore, and it was really, I didn't like the episode. I'm going to just be completely real with you guys, I didn't, but let's get on to the next one, which is Death March to a Parallel World. Now, we obviously see this whole casual of the elves can't eat meat thing happening, and it's good to see that they keep that in this anime, but Saito gets used to the world finally and kind of sees, I kind of enjoyed this world. It's kind of a thing that I can get used to and I can live in, kind of thing. It was good to see that finally. Then Saito kind of learns how to sew, and he makes dolls for all the girls, and it was kind of adorable to see all of them kind of get a little angry because he made one for one, and then he's like, okay, I gotta make another, and it was just a really funny kind of thing. Then the best part, I think, of this episode is he tries to play music on a leaf and completely fails, so he maxes out his thing and masters it and completely fails still, and it was kind of a whole, like, he's not invincible kind of thing. He can't do everything, which is a good thing, I guess. Then they go and see this shrine kind of looking thing, the gates that usually are there. I forgot the name of them, but they're like fallen down, and Saito remembers the shrine near his grandfather's house and remembers the game he made. And it kind of has this whole entire flashback of it. And it was interesting to see that this weird girl that he made in a game kind of is following him in this one. But then we see they're heading towards the elves' village, that Saito learns the basics of magic, and starts to make a new kind of spell to keep the people, like an instant shower, basically. And he uses it, and it works, thankfully, and Saito discovers that his inventory is very different from the stuff that the people usually have, which is a storage box. And it's a good thing to see that they're building this world that normally people would get annoyed at having. But overall, that was a pretty good episode. It wasn't the best episode per se, but yeah, let's get on to the Toji Katana Maidens, or the Shrine Maiden thing, or whatever you call it. The girls finally landed there. We see that, and they only have 30 minutes to fight, and Kanami gets in a fight with Yumi in the beginning of the episode, I'm going to say, and declares as the strongest of the group, and Yumi kind of is like, if I take you down, that means I can take everyone else down. Mai interrupts the battle and takes Kanami to the main fight. Mai thinks that she'll hold a group back in a fight, and girls run into Yumi in the house, which is the other girl that has the Noro in her, that was kind of like Sayaka, in a sense. And Sayaka and Mai stay back to cover the Kanami's advance, in a sense. And all the girls of the group are using Noro, of Yukari, or Yukari, whatever her name is, are using Noro. And Sayaka's leader kind of tries to convince her to join back and use the Noro. And it's kind of that, like, will she actually betray her? But we see that she doesn't, thankfully. And Koyo loses her fight against Yumi, and Yumi actually, we see, is slowly dying, even though we got a whole entire background. And we see that quickly shift to Hiyori and Kanemi winning their fight. But the thing that we're going to go focus on Yumi because she honestly is one of my favorite bad guys, I guess. But we see that she was a successful swordswoman at a young age, and she kind of fell after her graduation and was in the hospital. No one ever visited her at all until, Yukari came over there and offered her Nora. Yumi tried to make a legacy, basically, so no one would ever forget her because of the hospital. And my thing that really made me kind of jerk a bit in the heart department is we see Yumi either die or passed out. And, of course, at the end of the episode, which is, I think this is episode 10 or 11, either or we're going to have a big fight coming. And it's going to be interesting. But, this is going to be a short one, Killing Bites. That episode was actually kind of interesting. We got to see how, Rattle's past was, and she's a original. She's not actually man-made. She's an original species, or I forgot the name of the freaking thing. It's going to bother me. It starts with TH, but that's what we see happen. And a little quick thing for, Beatless is next week episode is going to be a recap, and I'm going to be completely honest, I'm probably going to be dropping this anime because the newest episode wasn't anything to talk about. And Grand Crest War, I know I've been talking about dropping this for a while, and Valor dies, Black Prince takes over basically, and the crest, the woman refuses to give it to him, yada yada, and I'm dropping it. I'm being real. This anime has been very uncomfortable to watch, and it feels that they're just trying to prolong it just because it's going to be about 24 episodes. I mean, it's probably going to be 25 since the next one's going to be 11.5, but I'm dropping that thing. But anyways, moving on to the next one, which is Dagashi Kashi. The newest episode, honestly, wasn't so bad. We see Coconuts have his first order to deliver stuff, and it was for his father. And he got this email, and he suspects it was from Hotori. And we have this whole vibe that she's still there in that world. She didn't completely just disappear. And we see Coconuts kind of work on his manga and submit it into the contest. So he kind of was running late behind and all that stuff. So he got all of his friends. And it was just this kind of happy episode. And it was short because I'm used to the original season. But good news is we might actually finally see Hotori. The main reason why I watch it. I know that's such a horrible thing to say, but what can you do? Anyways, going to Citrus. Honestly, I'm going through Citrus just to see Yuzu confess her love to Mei and her becoming a couple, but going through the episode, we see Nina ask Mei out for Sarah, and Mei rejects it. Then Sarah confesses to Mei, and Mei accepts her love and dates Sarah. And Yuzu and Sarah both still don't know they love the same girl. And Yuzu finds out Mei is dating someone, and it's Sarah finally. And I think the biggest issue of this anime, though, is really it's this love triangle that we always see. And quite honest, I'm so tired of seeing it. And I really hope this doesn't get another season. I know that's such a horrible thing to say, but it's just literally throwing any really bad love triangle with the whole repetitiveness of your name and just switch everyone out for Yuri. All Yuri is going on. And I know people like that, but I want something fresh and new, and it's boring, honestly. And I really don't like Citrus, but I'm happy it's only one more episode. But anyways, going on to the main point, Darling the Franxx. That new episode was quite interesting to see that. I know if you haven't seen my previous video, do check it out. But I'm going to kind of summarize that quickly. Basically, we get to see the city and how it's a horrible place, and the children aren't really human. They're infected, and I kind of get a Black Bullet vibe of these kids that were there in the Ground Zero area and kind of got infected. And we see 02 kind of slowly not wanting to change. And it seems these tests that she's supposed to be taking kind of keep her down the low without reverting back to her original form, which we saw in the beginning of the episode. And going back to a lot of people thinking she's going to die. As I keep saying, she's not going to die. We see in the first episode her and Hiro actually towards the future of the end result, walking hand in hand with all these Sakura all over the place. And it kind of gets annoying, especially that people want Goro to die. And I get people want that love triangle. Please stop it. honestly, because it's just really annoying. But anyways, let's get more focused to the main part. So, in my opinion, Zero Two, what my theory is we're going to see them get to the point, as I said before, and she's going to snap because I think they're going to hurt Hero. Someone's going to hurt Hero, and she... Let me put it this way. Zero Two and Hero are in this relationship that they literally... I'm going to be completely honest, Hero has lost himself already with his group. People will argue with me that say, no, he's still that kind of person. He's a kind person, but his main focus to protect is Zero Two, and Zero Two's main focus is to protect Hero. As we saw, Hero got hurt in that little... I think it was 2 episodes or 3 episodes ago, and she kind of just snapped. And she slowly reverted back to her original form, as we saw with her fangs. And I know someone pointed out that she did have fangs about 5 episodes ago, and yeah. And my theory is, when they get there, they're going to either get the order to kill her, lock her away, or they're going to try to kill everyone there because they know too much, in a sense. And we're going to have this rebellion going on, and quite honest, I don't think anyone in Squad 13 is going to die. They're going to get close to it or get really badly hurt, but if they kill... See, the main reason why I don't think Zero Two is going to die is because she's the main reason people watch the show, and they know that already. And they know that she's that smug character that everyone loves, and it's kind of stupid that they would kill off a character that makes them their money, in a sense. And arguably, the character I really think would be a good kill-off, I know people will get extremely angry when I say this, but Ichigo. Ichigo would probably be the best one because it would shape Hero in kind of remembering that it's not always just Zero Two. He has his other squad. And I think that's the only death that could actually really, like, wake him up. And I know people are like, oh, you can't kill Ichigo off. And I'm like, well, you guys want Zero Two and Goro to die. Yeah. I'm not doing it as a vengeful thing. I think that's the only thing that, story-wise, that makes a lot of sense without killing off the main, like, bread and butter. But as we see, though, finally in the newest episode, everyone has their own person, and they're in that couple. And it's just this interesting thing. I know someone was describing Darling Franxx pretty well. I forgot who it was, but it's this whole struggle of being, well, growing up and kind of understanding what is what, you know, learning the birds and the bees. And I kind of actually like it because it kind of reminds me of how I was, like, really clueless at one point, because I was saying certain words that I thought were completely normal, but they aren't. And looking back, it's kind of funny. But yeah, that's what was going on. And a little treat for you guys, Mob Psycho is going to get another season, or Mob Psycho 100. There you go. I know people would correct me on that, but that's going to be getting a second season. But if you didn't know, Crunchyroll has recently got Rosario Vampire and Heaven's Lost Property if you own or have a sub to Crunchyroll, and the servers obviously were down yesterday because of the new Dragon Ball episode. I don't watch Dragon Ball Super, but I'm pretty sure my people in Discord can tell you. But anyways, I do have a question for you guys if you didn't make it this far. This is going to be quite a lot of questions. How did you find my channel? What is your favorite video that I made? And what is your favorite food? But anyways, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you until the next time. This is Austin Doctor, signing out. Peace.